Okay, good afternoon, 6 a.m. I hope you've all had a wonderful first day back at school. I know that if I had hair, I would have pulled most of it out by now, but it's not all your fault, partly me as well, because I'm just going a bit crazy at home. Couple of things I wanted to go through. Okay, first thing is I've actually written a list very neatly, and you've got my son's drawing underneath because this is his homework book. You can see I've written in capital letters with exclamation marks, which we're not going to do when we do persuasive writing, okay? But first thing first, with English, don't upload it, okay? Just type on the Google Doc. I know I said Google Slides this morning because I was tired and all the rest, but it's a Google Doc at the moment that you're typing on. So there's 3 different things that are attached. One is a Google Doc. That's what you're answering the questions on. The questions are there, so you click on it. You see the questions. They're usually the things that are followed by a question mark at the very end. And then after that, you will have to answer those questions, all right, based on the stuff from the book. I hope you enjoyed hearing Mrs. Miller reading because I haven't watched it yet, but I'm sure it will be very entertaining. Okay, so you do not submit it, just write it on the doc. Anything you do on the docs and slides that we give you, we can actually see as you're doing it because we've made a copy for each of you, so it will say George Rivkin, English slides, and I can look as you're typing. I can see if you're actually typing anything, okay? That's Big Brother watching you, and that's the reality of it all, okay? So it's pretty exciting. Question time. Please make sure you ask questions in question time because I'm not going to be able to go back and forth because we've got to do other bits and pieces of planning while we're doing the day's work. So make sure you save your questions for question time. Put them in at the start so that we know what the questions are and I can answer everything nice and quickly. Once again, I hope at some stage we get to use Zoom or something like that so that we can have a proper face-to-face question time where you ask a question and I answer it in real time rather than having to type because if you know me, I am a one-finger typer and it takes me a very long time to type a response, and I'm close to breaking my computer from doing typewriter shouting, hitting the buttons as hard as I can when I'm angry. Okay. The capital letters with the exclamation point we're up to now. That is read everything. Okay. So we need to read everything. When you go into the assignments, click on the assignments, click on everything in the assignment, read everything there just to make sure. Don't only just read your assignments. They're there to tell you exactly what you need to do. So you need to read everything in them. Don't only read them, read the day sheet, read the important stuff. I can't remember what it's called now, but I'm sure it was really important. I can't remember. It was something, our expectations of online work. Read that. Read the timetable, so you know what time you're meant to be doing everything. And watch the videos. Okay, the videos are there. We put the videos in so that you can see exactly what we're expecting of you, okay? That is the big thing. We want to make sure that you know exactly what is needed to get through the day. I keep looking over this side, A, because my son's walking around in circles and fluttering around doing stuff, and he got on the broken exercise bike and I thought he was going to break his neck. And 2, because I'm looking at my computer screen as well to see if anyone's asking questions at the moment and all that sort of stuff. I did get a question about the very exciting side gallops for PE. I must apologise for that, but that is something that we have to assess you on. It's a fundamental movement skill. It is very boring, but try and have a bit of fun while doing it. If you wear fancy dress and do it, if you do something silly, just show me you can do the skill, okay? For tomorrow, we have got another exciting day. We've got our sound waves in the morning. We've got our English. It's the same English Google Doc. It's finishing that Google Doc because that's the first 2 lessons. Maths, we're doing angles. That'll be really fun. It's brief. It's just a bit of a refresher on our angles for the time being. We'll teach that a bit more thoroughly next term. You've got technology. Technology hasn't hit the classroom yet. We're waiting on it to be uploaded. We've just got to see what it is. It's that new coding app called Tinker. I know nothing about it, so don't ask me, okay, because I'll be lost. Mr. Hannah Smith will be supporting you through that. You can still ask questions, and if he doesn't see it, I'll ask him what the story is. And then we've got to do our side gallops again, because you're going to be the best side gallopers in the school, okay? You're going to make sure that you're better than all the other Year 5s and Year 6 classes because they can't side gallop like us. After that, tomorrow, we're going to do what I am calling the Fully Sick Maddest Sports Skills Ever Challenge, okay? You need to film yourself doing your best sports skill, okay? And I know we're not all the sportiest people in the world, but we're all talented at something, okay? And if your best skill is falling over without dying, then there you go. That's a fully sick, mad sports skill, okay? So make sure that you're doing something and uploading it, because we want to have these videos to have a laugh later on in the year. Remember, I am the silly person who puts my hand up to make the end of year DVD as well, so I'm hoping I can use some of this stuff in there. Please stop throwing stuff at me, Tyson. And we will put some of that stuff in and have a good laugh at ourselves, okay? Aside from that, my maths group, make sure that you watch the video tomorrow, because I'm going to be a little bit cranky in it, but it's just we need to go over some things to make sure that it runs more smoothly, because even when I type in capital letters with exclamation marks, people don't notice it, so we need to make sure that people know what's going on exactly. Okay, I will speak to you guys again in the morning. I'll try and upload the video at about 8 o'clock, I suppose. I'll see how I go. Maya did ask if it's okay to do her work before the start of the day. If you read everything and make sure you understand everything, that's cool. Just do it when you can do it. I don't want you doing it at 5 o'clock at night. I don't want you doing it for longer than the time that we've given, because I don't want you guys wasting your day completely on school. You've got to have a bit of a work-life balance, okay? So you need to make sure that the time spent during school hours is spent well, and then forget about school after hours, okay? Once the end of the school day comes, let me stress about school. You guys stress about what you're going to be eating for a snack, or how you're going to help your parents around the house the most, okay? Thank you, Lily, for that lovely message. It is a tough time for everyone, and I do go a bit crazy while I'm looking at all the posts, but I think we've been pretty good. And as I said, we're the best class anyway, so I can't stay angry for too long with you guys. We just got to make sure that we all work together. And yeah, I've missed being with you guys as well. So I'm looking forward to when we can all get back together and be in classroom together, okay? All right. Have a good afternoon, and I'll see you in the morning.